Hey Scorpio, welcome to your energy reading for March 2021. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, would you please click the subscribe button? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Hit the bell and it'll notify you of all the readings that I upload in the future if you click all on the bell. Thank you again for your likes, shares, comments, views. All of this helps to grow my channel, and I'm very grateful to all of you. Scorpio, I have pulled 3 cards from Radley Valentine's Angel Wisdom Tarot to try to get an idea of what this reading is about. This is your overall energy. 3 cards did come out for you. The first card is a Major Arcana. The second card is a Major Arcana. And then there's you, Scorpio. The King of Water is the Scorpio energy, male or female, it doesn't matter. The traits of this king are, each of these cards have words on them. So you might resonate with any of these, okay? But I do feel this is you because it's your energy. For some of you, you could be dealing with the other person. So just switch the energies. If this is not you, this could be the person you're dealing with. But this is how I'm going to read it, because this to me is an indication that we're talking about you, Scorpio, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, but cautious. Someone you can trust. A situation that is safe. A solid romantic relationship. Hidden but well-intentioned emotions. A charitable benefactor. Seeing a counselor. Okay? So any of that resonates with you. It's a general reading, so it's going to be different for all of you. Take it as it resonates. Now, the 2 cards that came out, besides the King of Cups, which I just read, are the Hermit. This is a Major Arcana for Virgo. And the Devil. It's called Ego in this deck, which is kind of opposite energies, because the Hermit goes high up on the hill. He takes his lantern, okay, and he goes within to do soul searching, to discover something about himself in order to move forward in a positive movement forward, right? It's deep soul searching with the Hermit card. Then we have the Devil card, which in this deck is called Ego. And I think that may be why I use this deck. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? So let's read the words on the card, the description. The Hermit, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. So you could be spending time alone. Shine your light as an example to others. You know, that comes from the wisdom of the Hermit. When the Hermit comes down from the mountain or the hill, whatever, with his lantern, he has his answers, right? He did the soul searching. And it's a wisdom card. Then it says, seek out or become a spiritual mentor. And then the last description is self-discovery, which is what I'm feeling for you here. You're discovering something about your ego, okay? Something about yourself. This is the Devil card. That's what it's called in the Rider-Waite Tarot. It is the Major Arcana for Capricorn. So we have Virgo energy, we have Capricorn energy, and then we have Scorpio energy. Okay, the Ego card, or the Devil card, says the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addictions or unhealthy habits can also be obsession. Okay, you could be obsessing about something that you feel is out of your control. You could be, practicing some type of unhealthy habits or addictions. Basically, you're trapped in your own ego here. So you could be discovering something about yourself that's actually toxic, right? The Devil is toxicity. The Devil is, I don't know, it's kind of like we're holding ourselves back with the Devil card. We're self-sabotaging something is what I'm feeling. So we have the Hermit, and then we have the Ego. Is that what you're discovering about yourself? Are you trying to figure out something that may be toxic that keeps repeating? Then the bottom of the deck is always important. This is the Nine of Swords. Okay, it's unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies. I think your last reading, or the one before it, was all about this, okay, Scorpio? So not coming down on you, but you're worrying unnecessarily, and you're actually manifesting your fears. I think that was a whole reading we did for you recently. It also goes on to say allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights, and the advice here is refocus your thoughts on more positive outcome, okay? More positive things. So that is on the bottom of the deck. So there's something going on with all of you, whether it's you or your person, but someone here is going within. They're doing some self-discovery. They're trying to find peace, okay, solitude, so that they can get a handle on this ego, this devil card here, this devil energy. Something toxic is going on, and Scorpio is trying to understand it so that they can heal it, so that they can let it grow them spiritually, so that they can overcome some kind of unfounded fear is what I feel. So if that's you, stick with me for the rest of this reading, okay? Now, what to use? I think I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann to do your spread. A Scorpio actually gave me this deck, so seems fitting. That's what we'll use. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels of Light, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. What is the overall energy coming towards Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of March 2021, Spirit? Show me what I need to see. Okay, so we have Judgment. Okay, enough is enough with the Judgment card. Something has been going on, and it's time to make a judgment call, okay? It's time to kind of stop the madness and make a decision. It's a major arcana card. It's a call. It's a call from Spirit for something to be released. You can see that her spirit is kind of rising up out of her with the Judgment card. It's also an awakening card. So somebody could be awakening. You may be coming out of a dark night of the soul. Then we have the High Priestess card, card of Pisces. It's the major arcana for Pisces. This is saying something going on with your intuition here. You're trying to connect with your inner sense that comes natural to you, Scorpio. You're very intuitive, very psychic. So the High Priestess, she sees things, but she doesn't speak on them. Okay, she keeps things to herself. But you're getting some kind of intuition coming through here for you with the High Priestess, or you could be dealing with a Pisces. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with an earth sign. That would be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, okay? This could be their Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but it doesn't have to be. The Queen of Pentacles is very loving. She takes care of herself. She takes care of her home. She takes care of those that she loves. She's very nurturing and giving. You can see the big pentacle here that she's earned for herself, so she could be very focused on her money at this time. If this is you, you are very much focused on your money. Let's pull 3 more cards and see what comes out for you, Scorpio. Tarot tells a story, so I kind of have to look at the cards that come out around this to know. 3 of Pentacles. So this is an energy of wanting to work together with like-minded people, wanting to work together, possibly on a relationship or on a project or at your job. But this is saying that people are trying to work with you, or you're trying to work with others for a common goal, right? And that's underneath the Judgment call. So this could be about a relationship, or it could be about a job or a friendship, but it sits underneath the Judgment. So maybe you have to make a judgment call, or somebody's making a judgment call whether or not to continue to work with you, or you're trying to decide whether you want to continue to work with this person or these people. But there is an energy here of working together, okay? Let's see what comes out. So underneath the High Priestess. May have to clarify that High Priestess to see what's going on here with your intuition. The Queen of Pentacles seems very sure of herself in this card. Her eyes are closed, and depending on how you look at the High Priestess, you could see her with her eyes closed in this deck or open. I don't know if it's focusing in well enough for you to see that, but if you look at her one way, her eyes are closed, and you look at her another way, and her eyes are wide open. That's because she sees not with her eyes, but with her soul. She sees with her third eye, right? Her inner knowing. But I'm trying to find out why she's here. You could be dealing with a Pisces, yes. You could be, but I feel like it's more speaking to your intuition. Two of Swords, you're all tied up in your head. Air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This Two of Swords says that you need to make a head over heart decision. She's sitting underneath the High Priestess. You don't want to make this decision, okay? You don't want to look at this, whatever it is, because you can see clearly she's blindfolded. It's almost in here as if she's trying to fight these birds. These birds are these crows. They're trying to take her blindfold off, and she doesn't want to see. She doesn't want to see what's right in front of her. She doesn't want to see the problem, possibly, but your intuition, it's telling you that you have to make a head over heart decision, okay? That's totally opposite of making a decision from your gut or your feelings or your intuition. You have to bring logic into this, okay? So somewhere, you know, it is Pisces season. Pisces season can be kind of dreamy. It can be almost like you're living a dream or you're in an illusion of some type. You know, you're kind of walking around foggy-headed during Pisces season. And Spirit's coming in. These birds are trying to take the blindfolds off so that she can see. But the Two of Swords says that that card itself, the energy of that card, the meaning is needing to make a head over heart decision, okay? So somewhere, Pisces, we're not zooming in on the logic of the situation. We're just going based on our feelings, right? And I do encourage you to pay attention to your intuition. It's trying to tell you something, but at the same time, you're losing the logic here, okay? It's time to not just feel that something's not right and freak out about it, but also let's think logically here, okay, is what that says. What is your logic telling you? It's time to use your sword energy with the Two of Swords. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a choice. Judgment is also pretty much God and all of heaven saying a judgment call has to be made, okay? We're just going round and round with the situation. Nothing's getting resolved, okay? We're putting off making a decision because we don't want to. We don't want to look at it. We don't want to see that there's a problem with that girl being blindfolded in the Two of Swords. The crows are squawking at her. They have a message for her. They're like, take off the blindfold. Take off the blinders. You have to look at this. You know, and then you have the High Priestess with her eyes closed or open, however you want to see it. I see it as closed in this reading. I also see the Queen of Pentacles' eyes are closed in this reading. So I'm seeing you being maybe unwilling at this time to look at possibly something that you need to heal. Something that's become very toxic within you or within a situation with another person. Because we do have this card here underneath the Judgment, whether or not we want to continue to work with another person or others for a common goal. Let's see what the last card will be, and then we'll pull clarifiers to see if we get something else more detail for you, Scorpio. Oops, here we go. Okay, Seven of Swords. So this is you feeling as if somebody's trying to get over on you. That moon is shining really bright on this person trying to get away with something. So Scorpio, know that you can be very cautious or suspicious of others. You know, when you have this feeling that something's going on intuitively. But keep in mind, your eyes are closed to something. You're not seeing the truth clearly. You know, I think that was in your last reading. Look at these crows. Okay, we have crows here trying to take off your blindfold so that you can see clearly. Then we have you, Scorpio, or someone that you're dealing with trying to get away with something, or you're thinking somebody's trying to get away with something, and this crow's mouth is wide open, right? So the crows are trying, the ravens, crows, whatever you want to say here, that these birds are, they are trying to get your attention. They're trying to bring something to your attention. That tells me that you're getting signs, you're getting synchronicities, but you're just not putting two and two together. Then the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. This knight, whether it's you or your person, is in and out of your life, okay? They are there one minute, ready to make things go of things, and then the next minute they're gone, okay? You can't find stability. You can't count on this person. You don't know from one minute to the next if they're for you or against you, or if they're coming or they're going with the Knight of Wands. That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. Okay, so let's clarify. And I want to let's use the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti to clarify this Judgment. Spirit, what is the Judgment here? The Hermit. Okay, Spirit's telling you it's time to go within. Then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you're not doing the work, okay? You're not doing the healing work that needs to be done, but you're wanting to go forward, okay? The Hermit's saying, slow down, Scorpio. Okay, we can't take any forward movement until we figure out what's going on within us, right? We need to go within and do a little soul searching before we rush into anything. But the Four of Pentacles wants to just go ahead and go, get right back in it, but they haven't done the work on themselves to be able to do this, okay? But they're ready to go. They don't want to wait around with the Hermit. They don't want to go within. They want to just try again or move forward. And you can't move forward until you do the work on yourself, right? That's a very important message for someone. Clarify the High Priestess, Spirit. Why is the High Priestess here in Scorpio's reading? Why is the High Priestess here? Because the High Priestess has to do with your intuition. And I know you're a very intuitive sign, but I'm trying to see what the message is here. Strength. Yeah, your intuition is your strength, Scorpio. I agree with that. This is Major Arcana for Leo. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Things moving very rapidly. Fast communication back and forth between you and another person. Texting, things like that. Let's see if we get anything else. We have the Tower. Something is falling apart. Something happens suddenly, a sudden change of plans, something that kind of came out of nowhere. And here we have Judgment again. So Judgment's making a repeat. We have the Sun. Okay, so you need to make a judgment call on something that makes you very happy. And I think that's why you don't want to look at this person or this situation or this job. It's made you very happy at times, Scorpio. So the problem is it's also a burden. Okay, you're carrying, it's very heavy energy that you're carrying, and you're getting up the hill, and you're carrying this huge burden, those 10 wands on your back, but you're not meant to carry this weight or this burden, okay? All right, I want to use another deck, a different oracle. We're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Oracle, because I do feel like this has to do with another person. It could be romantic, it could be family, it could be a friendship. Could even be dealing with a coworker. It's going to be different for all of you. But I want more information on this High Priestess. What is Scorpio not seeing? Communication. Okay, so she represents this High Priestess that I'm so focused on in your reading. She represents your intuition, okay? But communication is clarifying her. Okay, she doesn't speak, right? She just lets her feelings kind of rule her, right? She follows what she feels. She uses her intuition to move about the world, and that's you, Scorpio. But you're missing, something is not being communicated clearly, okay? Maybe you need to communicate with your person so that you can resolve whatever this is that you're feeling. But you're not communicating, you're not getting across clearly. Feels like a very chaotic energy here. We do have the Devil card here, so something definitely needs to be figured out. Then we have this card, family. So again, this could be about a family member or a family dynamic or something to do with family. If it's for you, you'll know what that means. We have the cards numbing and material world. So you could be numbing yourself, trying to escape your reality. You may be feeling as if you don't have enough money or enough resources for your family. Okay? That can get you in a bad place in your head. This Two of Swords is saying that a decision needs to be made, but you don't have the blinder off. You still have this blindfold. You don't want to see whatever this is. So you may be thinking on the surface, you know, I don't have enough money. I'm not good enough. You know, I'm a failure. But Spirit is saying, if this goes a whole lot deeper, everybody here has their eyes closed. She has her eyes closed in Judgment. High Priestess has her eyes closed, depending on how you look at it. Queen of Pentacles, eyes closed. This one literally has a blindfold, okay? So the thing is, there's something you're refusing to see, Scorpio, and it has to do with you. I feel, you know, there may be another person involved, but it has to do with you. Okay, so we have the Return card. So you or the person you're dealing with is wanting to reconcile. They're wanting you to return, or you want them to return to you, Scorpio. That's where your focus is. But it's coming from a place of fear. Not wanting to be alone. Fear of losing something that's very precious and valuable to you. Anytime you have this fear card showing up, this is something that needs to be healed. This is something that you need to look at. You know, the Devil card is also a card about fear. It says here, the illusion of being trapped. You're trapping yourself. You're not trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and make choices to support your path to happiness. Seriously, Scorpio, there's something major here. Spirit, give me more information since I'm already in these cards. Where's this dark night of the soul coming from? I feel like you've gone through some type of dark night of the soul, Scorpio, which you are the sign of death and rebirth, so it happens. Okay, energetically, spiritually, however you want to look at this, you are at a crossroads in your life. You'll look back one day and realize that you had to make this choice, okay? You had to make the judgment call. Judgments come out twice in your reading. There is something that you have to make a decision on, but you have to take the blindfold off. You have to really see it for what it is. But it's at a crossroads. You are at a crossroads in life, Scorpio. It could go one way, but it could go completely a 360 the other way. The bottom of the deck is metamorphosis. So you are going through some type of transformation here. So that is good news. I mean, even though it starts with a dark night of the soul, the butterfly is what's the result of this metamorphosis. And the butterfly is beautiful, okay? Now, underneath that card, when I lifted up that card, this card says understanding. You're trying to understand yourself, okay? And then under that is an offer. You're trying to offer someone else to come to you with this return card, but you haven't done the inner work on yourself. You haven't done the healing work. With that Four of Pentacles in reverse that came out earlier, that tells me that you're trying to just try again or rush into things, or you want this new start, or you want this reconciliation, but nothing's changed, okay? The problem is still there. And the problem is your fear is manifesting. You're manifesting your fears. So it could be that, like the last reading we had, you are in your head convinced that somebody's trying to get over on you or do you dirty, or you may be accusing someone of cheating on you or lying to you, and you're not seeing the truth. This is manifesting from a place of fear. You're thinking the worst, okay? Thinking the worst, Scorpio. All right, so let's see how we're going to leave March using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. Spirit, show me how is Scorpio going to be leaving the month of March, feeling? What energy is Scorpio experiencing coming out of this month? It's a heavy energy, Scorpio. You're carrying burdens that you need to lay down. Seven of Materials. You've invested a lot. You may be looking at the investment and seeing it as time wasted. You may be ready to walk away from whatever you've put your energy, love, money, time into. You may be looking at investing somewhere else. But I do feel like you need to go within before you move forward. We have the High Priestess again with the Seven of Inspiration. So you're very defensive, okay? You feel like you're not being understood. You feel very defensive, very guarded. You go from this feeling, the High Priestess feels very deeply. She has these intuitive hits, okay? And then that makes you very guarded. And that can make a person hard to deal with. You know, if you have your guard up all the time, another person may have issue with that. It's not the best energy. I'm just telling you, coming through these cards, it feels very heavy. You know, you need to really get out of your headspace. You need to get your vibration up, and you need to really look at what makes you happy. I have the Sun card on the bottom of the deck again. Underneath that is the Ten of Materials, which is all about life partnership, family, money, you know, your life partner who you want to have with you long term, or your financial situation long term. And it could be very abundant, but it could go a whole other way. Now here we have the Empress. The Empress doesn't play that game. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Libra or Taurus, or it doesn't have to be. This could be you, Scorpio. But when the Empress shows up, it says that she's not going to chase. Okay, she's not going to chase after anyone. She's not going to chase after love. She's not going to chase after money. She uses the law of attraction, and she calls in what's meant for her. Okay. And then we have the Strength. Also, the Empress is very balanced, okay? So it could be a message that you need to find your balance, Scorpio, that it's throwing your intuition all out of whack, okay? Then we have the Strength card. It's a beautiful card. It's about taming the ego, or taming the devil inside of you, taming the beast, right? She's riding on top of this ferocious lion. She has tamed herself. And that's what you're trying to do, Scorpio. I feel that you're trying to find your balance. You're trying to have the strength to tame your inner demons. And then you have the Hermit card, trying to understand, you know, maybe why do I do the things I do? If this is not you, this is the other person, okay? So don't take it as it resonates. That's all I can tell you. Then the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. This is what you don't see. The happiness that could be had, the happiness that you deserve, the happiness that you're supposed to have is on the bottom of the deck. That's what's hidden from you. I think you've been in a dark place for so long that you have forgotten that you can be happy. It's okay to be happy. There's so many reasons to be happy. You know, practice gratitude. Write down 10 things that you're grateful for. A lot of times that will get you out of this energy, this heavy energy. But you are going to have to go within, and you are going to need Spirit's help. You're going to have to stay very close to Spirit to get to the root of the problem, okay? All right, so I'm going to use Ask Your Guides, Oracles. Let's see what we get, Scorpio. Maybe there'll be some advice here for you. What's coming for Scorpio, or what do they need to look at? Can we get some advice, Spirit, for my Scorpio viewers? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? What does Scorpio need to know? What's the most important message for Scorpio? Pleasure, Divine Goddess. And this is the Divine Feminine, okay? And it's talking about pleasure. And guess what's on the bottom of the deck? Judgment. This is the third card that says Judgment. A judgment call has to be made in this situation. Okay, there has to be some kind of change. It just cannot keep going on. Underneath the bottom of the deck is priorities, master teacher. So I see this as you're being taught a lesson. Okay, it could be the Ascended Masters, could be your ancestors, could be Spirit that's trying to get a lesson to you. Master teacher with the priorities card. Somewhere your priorities have gotten out of whack. You need to get back to Spirit. You need to get back to your higher self. You need to practice meditation. Whatever you need to do to find your balance, Scorpio, because you have a decision to make. And it requires all your mental faculties, okay? Because it's a Swords card. That's the mental realm. And you're too much in your emotions. You're too much in your emotions here. So let's see what pleasure, that sounds like good news, right? Pleasure, divine goddess. Number 9, page 9, I'm sorry. Yeah, 9's that energy too. Of just pushing through, not stopping to see that you're overburdened, not stopping to see that, you know, you're the, in tarot it's called the Wounded Warrior card. Okay, this card is about fulfillment, abundance, satisfaction, and contentment. It says the divine goddess smiles upon you, urging you to step into her luscious and beautiful garden and drink from her well of vitality and joy. Relax, have fun, and allow the good times to roll. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Yeah, this is definitely a good message for you right now, Scorpio. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Whether it's a fun day at the beach or a rousing sexual romp with your lover, the divine goddess reminds you that there's nothing wholly superior or righteous in resisting pleasure or hiding your beauty. She has stepped into your life to remedy the sad fact that you're not taking joy in much of anything of late and have lost touch with your beauty. Life is at risk of becoming too black and white and shades of gray, and you're missing the color. She sweetly advises you not to postpone your rewards until you're in heaven. Instead, she encourages you to enjoy a little heaven on earth. Indulge your soul in some delicious food, good music, close friends, and playful fun. Use her sparkle to inspire you to embellish your environment. Redecorate. Add a splash of color to your beige walls. Bring in fresh flowers and make yourself beautiful as well. Perhaps try a new hairstyle, dab on cologne, buy new clothes. Overall, accept yourself as a beautiful human being. Yeah, you've been down on yourself. And I don't think that you're enjoying life, right? Not the way you're meant to. Anyway, Scorpio, not at this time, or not recently. This is a harvest, a time of abundance and flow. So Spirit's saying this is a time when you should be happy. I see now why I heard to have you write down 10 things you're grateful for to get you out of this energy. You've lost touch with how blessed you actually are in this dark night of the soul. You're seeing things wrong, basically. Spirit's saying this is a time of harvest, a time of abundance and flow. Share your beauty with others. Don't fret about overindulging or getting carried away. Get used to the beautiful life and consider it your birthright to dance in the divine goddess's garden. Her question to you is, how good can you stand it? So you're supposed to really have it good right now, but because you've been in your head thinking the worst, in your fear, okay, you're not. Now the Judgment. I know this is going over, but I've got this message 3 times, so I'm going to read it, okay? Judgment, higher self. Yeah, you're the Hermit card. You need to connect with your higher self. Your higher self has knowledge for you, okay? Let's see here. Meditation, meditate. You can bring in your higher self to give you the wisdom that you need. That Hermit card.